How you feeling, lad? Hey!
Got the merch on, ready to hit the studio. Very nice. Very nice. About to record. Very nice. Very nice.
G'day and welcome to the Mac Back Podcast.
We're back.
My name's Shoey Guy, and to my left this week in order of the man who has done the least amount of shoeys on the panel, it's my little brother Joe. Howie, your boy.
Yeah, I've never done a shoey. I tried to do one once, but it was out of a thong. Quite hard to do.
That's why right, coming to 6'1" as it does each and every week. It's the baby brother of the pack who we call Ginger Boy. Ginger Boy, how are you?
Shoeys are cool. Wet socks aren't.
Wet socks aren't.
Wet socks for the rest of the night are not cool.
Oh, when you got to stroll around in that same shoe.
Yes, you regret it pretty quick, but it's alright.
Boys, plenty to chat about on this week's episode of the Backpack Podcast.
Hell
We've
yeah.
actually got a big announcement. Maybe we'll mention the big announcement very last. Keep everybody on board. We've also got a game, Riley, because you mentioned that you had a run-in with an ex-Big Brother contestant.
I did.
We also discussed the Vistaprint issues we've had, and a man is stealing our catchphrase. It's a massive ep, so let's get into it. Boys, way!
Brother
Mingos.
How are we all? Are we all well?
We're good. We're great, and we're good to be here.
We're good to be here. We had Mum on last week.
Great to be here.
I know. We were getting set up today, and she was like, "But guys, I'm ready to come in." We're like, "No, not this week, Mum. You had your day in the sun."
Everyone seemed to really enjoy the Mum episode, which I thought was cute.
How could you not?
A lot of DMs, a lot of comments. People saying have Mum more often. So we might have to. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, Mum loved plugging the sweaters and the cuffs.
Yeah,
They're on
she
sale
did.
as we speak,
They are.
I'm wearing one today. If you're on the YouTube,
and they're elite.
it's looking good. It's super comfy. Not to plug the old stuff too much, but it is great.
Hell yeah. Of course it is.
How was your party the other week, Riley? We were meant to make mention to it last week, but
Yes.
obviously we had a mother on.
We did
so.
talk about it a little bit. I did foreshadow a little bit of the events within the speaker range. Remember the speaker and the crochet.
That's right.
But yes, so there was plenty of stuff that we got up to. But my favourite moment of the party. So I was like, I'm going to have all the boys around. 19. You only turned 19 once. Am I right, boys?
Right. You don't need to say that twice.
So I was like, all right, 40 of the lads, come on down. Popped it off. All the lads rock up. We're partying. It was pretty chill. We just got the pool table, music going, crochet.
I've heard this story before.
Crochet
Yeah.
tutorials on, right? And one of my mates, he loves his gusto. He gets around fun.
We dropping a name?
And he loves, Cade. He's been on the app
Okay.
before.
Okay. There we go.
He loves being the star of the moment. He was a bit shy on the episode, but when he was with the boys, he loves being it. He loves being the it guy. He loves all eyes on him. So, of course, I was just standing with him and a few of the boys. And he grabbed two glasses and just started smashing them together, like clinking them really loud. So all the boys looked at him and he just started singing happy birthday to me, right?
Oh, that's nice.
It's always awkward when you get sang happy birthday. I think we've talked about this before as well. So I was like,
I think it's the worst position to be in. When the song's going around, I think the worst person to be in the room is largely
the
the
birthday
person.
boy or girl.
Yeah.
but now that I'm of age, I've decided of my default thing to do. And I think I'm going to do it every year for the rest of my life. Take the shoe off, pour your drink in it, and skull that mother.
You're just always going to do a shoey.
I'm going to do a shoey
Every
every
year.
birthday, baby. The shoey. I reckon the shoey's going to be my new thing. If I feel that the levels are good at a party and like the music's popping off, maybe run the dance floor and everyone's just going off, mate, the shoey. It's just got to come out. I want it to be my thing. I want Riley to be the shoey guy.
I rate this.
Will Riley do it? Will he not? Yeah, I want to be the will they won't they of the party.
That's cool. I rate that.
I was at a wedding on the weekend with my girlfriend, like her, like old Italian
Do
family.
a shoey there.
Oh fuck! I wanted to. I was like, come on, like, let me pop it off. Like, I got my dirty fucking shoes from our old cinema that I was wearing for 2 years, and I was like, yeah, the shoey will taste bad, but it's the gusto that I love. I love partying hard. And
So when you do the shoe, because I've obviously never done one. So when you do it, it's you pour it into the shoe.
yep.
How long? And then it's quickly into the mouth. You're letting it ferment.
Yeah, how long does it sit in the stew for?
Well, that's the thing. I did a good delivery because they started singing the song, and I was like, oh, awkward. What do I do?
So no one had asked you to do the shoey. You just went, fuck it, I'm doing a shoey.
No, I was legit like, I was standing in front of everyone, and I was like, oh my god, all eyes are on me. I was like, I've got to do something, right? It's either get me cock out or do a shoey. So I was
Nice.
like, I'm going to go with the shoey. So I looked down at my sneakers and I'm like, that's a good option. So I just took off my right sneaker. I held it up for the boys first. I was like, the shoe's
does
off.
this do?
Why's the shoe off? And it's got
My cock's in it.
got the rest of my beer. Did the little vortex, poured the beer in it, just turned around. You know, you got a high high. You're gonna be like, here we go,
So
boys.
you pour, then you
Cameras
just
out.
tilt it down the end so it goes into the toe region.
But you kind of, you do it with like, you know how you pour it so there's no froth. in the
Yeah.
beer? Yeah. You kind of do that against the heel of the shoe.
Oh god.
And then you just hold it there and you go, here we go, boys. And you just start, and a few of it does spill out the sides. But I was actually like halfway through it and I was down a few VBs at this point. So I was like, not really tasting the beer as much as you would on the first drink. So I was like, actually all right with it. And then I started sculling it and I got like halfway through and I was like, whoa, this is, never sculled a beer before. This is not fun. I actually didn't taste because my sneakers were quite clean. But yeah,
Any like
sculled it out.
chewy bits where like the fabric,
That's what I would, or like a bit of
an old sock, like sock particles in
It's a
there.
part of it, boys. It's part of it. It's just part of the culture.
I'm
And
choking on
I took my took my shoes off, went to dry them out, and I went and put my MacPack custom Crocs on.
Oh yeah.
Walked around the party with them. I'll show them to the fans now.
Yeah, true. This is a gift that Riley got courtesy of his girlfriend Olivia for his 19th birthday. These are
I forgot what they're
fantastic.
called. They're like
Crocs.
yeah, but the little things you put on them and it says MacPack on it, which is pretty
the
dope.
little like.
Everyone loved them, so I was wearing them, and then I just got changed back into the sneakers. They were still a little bit damp on the way out, but
Yeah,
they did the job.
I bet.
And then I went home the next day, cleaned them. They look good as new. Good as
Have
new.
you,
They were Air Force Ones, which is a good shoe to do a shoey in. Good shape.
do you see a lot of shoeys, you guys?
I don't know. Never seen one.
Not in person, I don't think.
Yeah, because like I wonder if like surely this is happening where someone's like, yeah, you know, it's like might be like a special occasion.
Like
They
a
get-
Daniel Ricciardo when he wins the Formula One or podium at Formula
Oh,
One.
you're 19th
But there's
birthday.
got to
fair
be
enough.
some guys who are like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do a shoey. Like maybe even they're talking up, they're excited about doing it, and then they like start doing it, and then it's like gross, and they like spill it all
Yeah.
over them, and then they're like dry heaving. Like
Well, that's the thing.
At the MacPack Live event, I'll be doing a shoey.
All right,
I'll do a shoey at the
I
live.
think I'll fucking do it.
When I feel a laugh that's like you know how we get like the good laughing moments on the show.
God, I hope so.
Once we get one of them, I'll be like, this is it. The shoe's coming off. Beer's going in it. Here we go.
And, what,
Alright, that-
and there was a VB. Is that what you did?
It was actually a Gage Road's pipe dream.
Okay.
Would have
Shoe
preferred a
dream-
VB.
Shoe dream.
So yeah, shoe dreams. But the party continued. We went over to Magnet. We tried to go to Butterfly. Line was like 3 hours long. Asked the bouncer, so we went to Magnet House instead.
They still recognise you down at Butterfly?
Luckily, at Butterfly. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
no. I haven't been there in a while. But yeah, we went to Magnet, right? And no, we're on the dance floor. I'll go in. I buy a pint of something, drinking it on the D floor,
Just I've bought my keep cup. Takes his shoe off. Hands it over the bar.
and then yeah. So I'm on the dance floor. But I went around Amplify way, so I went through the back door.
Very
A few of
clever.
my mates went in the front door, so they took a little while extra to get in. But one of my mates comes on the D floor. Ryan Toomey is his name, and he's like holding two Coronas, and he's like, "McKenna, mate, happy birthday! Here you go." And I was like, "Oh, Toomey, thank you very much for you buying me a drink on my birthday." It's good bloke,
That'll
Great
be
bloke.
$8.
yeah.
You got my deets.
Anyway, 20 minutes passes. I almost finished the Corona. Toomey comes back and he's like, "Oh, McKenna, mate, happy birthday! Here's another one." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Toomey." 20 minutes passes. Almost finished the next one. Toomey comes back. "Oh, here you go, McKenna, mate. Here's another Corona. Happy birthday, mate." I'm like, "Toomey, chill, brother. Like, I'm feeling it now. Like, come on, man." And then Toomey comes back around for the fourth time. And this time he's holding a double shot vodka lemonade.
Yeah, really. They
Man was
nailed
on a
the
mission.
compliment.
Man was on a mission. And I was like, oh, I can't resist the vodka lemonade. Toomey, come on, pour it down my throat. And then I was,
And then give me a drink.
and then I was drinking the vodka lemonade. Got through half of it, and then I was like, I really need a tinkle. So me and Big Ed went to go pee. Stumbled through Magnet House, shit faced. I was like, whoa, where am I? Finally got in there to pee. Went and found the boys again. Went back to the dance floor. Toomey comes back. I'm not even finished the other drink yet. Toomey's like, "Here you go, McKenna, mate, another beer." And I'm like, whoa, too much. So I started giving my drinks to one of my other mates. And I was standing on the wall. And then
On the wall.
yeah.
Well, he's defying gravity.
I'm that fucked.
Nah, there's like
He's not even my shoes.
He's like, I'm standing on the wall. He's actually just on the ground.
there's a side wall in Magnet House, like on the side of the dance floor, where you can just chill for a bit.
Yeah.
So I was just standing there like breathing, and a few of the boys were leaving. It was like 2 a.m.
Breathing. Active task. Breathing.
Yeah.
And then, we were like, all right, a lot of the boys leaving. Maybe we'll head off too. So leaned over, one of the boys went to dap me up. Robbie came to dap me up. Was like,
Shout out, Robbie.
let's head off, McKenna. And I leaned in to dap him up as well. First time I'd leaned off the wall in 15 minutes, just went whoa, and then bang, straight down on the floor.
Oh, you passed out.
Well, I didn't pass out, but I went down. I was going down and yelling timber. But that was pretty much the end of the night, or what I can tell on air.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
But yeah.
Sounds lovely. A night of many a drink.
Yes.
I went out on Saturday night. Went to
Joey.
a bar. Have you ever guys ever been? Ezra Pound.
No.
No.
It's
Ezra Pound.
Yeah, Ezra Pound. It's like a pretty cool. It's kind of like a. I
Is
don't
it
know
in
what
a
you call it.
beefer? Where is this?
Sounds like a place
Ezra
to put your dogs.
No, it's like it's near the Recavite. It's like on the other
The
side.
reach around.
Reach around.
The reach around. My favorite.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we're there. It's like a pretty cool like cocktail bar. I think you might call it like a dive bar or something. Anyway, the main reason why I was excited
Call it
about
whatever you
going there was I had seen on the New York Times. I read an article.
Shit.
This bloke. Have you ever read the New York Times?
He has a subscription
I
to
got
the New
this,
York Times. Never reads them, but they come by
No,
month.
that's the New Yorker. I've cancelled that.
It's got so many subscriptions
Yeah,
to pay.
the New Yorker they
Yeah,
pile
paid
up.
newsletters, bro. You can get it for free. Just Google it.
Google it.
Anyway, so I see this article in the New York Times about this new drink. Well, not a new drink, but the drink they're calling the drink of the summer.
Okay.
Obviously, it's the summer in America.
Yes.
Does that mean it's our winter drink? Or is it seasonal?
I think it's
Oh,
going to
do we
be our
have-
winter drink and it'll bleed into
It'll
summer.
be-
I think
We're getting
I think
prees.
this drink is here to stay. So they compared it to the Aperol Spritz,
Oh, that's fucking heinous, man.
the
You had an Aperol
espresso,
Spritz?
the espresso martini. These are like big
they're
drinks.
bad. I've had one of them.
Yeah,
They're
but they were the drinks for a while. Like that's the
They were
go-to
niche.
drink.
bad. What was it?
So anyway, I see this article about the Dirty Shirley, which they are claiming, could this be the next drink of the summer? All the comments like, yeah, they're like, this shit slaps or whatever. So I was like, oh, it's Dirty Shirley. It sounds delish. So I looked it up on the New York Times.
You
cooking.
Googled Dirty Shirley.
What's in it?
I wonder what would come up if you
So
Googled
what's
Dirty-
it? Let me
Dirty Shirley. Not suitable for work.
So what it is, this is the instructions on how to make it. So you fill a highball glass with ice, so just a tall glass.
Yep.
You add vodka, and then also grenadine, which is like a strawberry syrup.
Yeah.
And then you top that with soda, like Sprite, and
Okay.
you garnish it with, this is sort of a bit of a fancy touch, a mosquito cherry, which is like, like the cherries that are on cakes.
Oh, yeah.
So it's pretty like fancy drink. This is what it looks like. Nice, summery.
does.
It's got a good red color.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was really excited to try it because, I like vodka's one of my favorite spirits. I love a 7-Up. Strawberries are cool. I'm not a big fan of the cherries, but I'll eat it if it looks cool. So I walk up to the bar, me and Kira there. I go, all right, I'm going to go because I've been talking it up.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go.
This is it. This is the
I'm
moment.
going to get us these Dirty Shirleys.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So
you poured
what
in
it
your
is
shoe.
actually is, so a Shirley Temple is that same. It's almost like like a fire engine like that Nan has.
That Nan has.
Yeah, like, fire engines like cordial and Sprite.
Yeah, yeah. The fire
The
engine
drink.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's similar to that. There's like a...
What you call it, a fire engine?
Yeah.
Nan I just call it Wednesday lunch.
So it's similar. There's like a Shirley Temple is like a kid's drink. So like if the parents are out
okay.
there like, oh, we'll get you a Shirley Temple. It's actually just
What's the one where
strawberry.
it's just beer and like Sprite?
Oh, that's a shandy.
Shandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what it is it's just a Shirley Temple with vodka. Anyway, so I'm walking up to the bar. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Because I hadn't seen anyone else getting a Dirty Shirley, so I'm like, I'm gonna be a bit of a trendsetter. Get in the drink of the summer. I walk up to the bar. I'm like, all right, 2 Dirty Shirleys, please. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then he like walks off to the side, and I see him like ask the other bartender. He
What the
goes,
fuck is a Dirty
he
Shirley?
goes, he's like,
Is Shirley out the back?
he's like, hey man, like,
This guy just called me a
What's-
racial slur.
what's in a Dirty Shirley? And then the guy's like, I don't know. And then I think
Oh, he asked you.
No, he asked the like,
the
the
other
like an
bar,
older
okay,
guy
yeah.
there, and then I think he was like looking for it on the till thing, which
Yeah.
I've never seen them do. They always just seem to know how to make all
Yeah.
the drinks.
Yeah.
And then the older guy comes up to me. He goes, he's like, I don't know what a Dirty Shirley is. And then he was like, have you like had it somewhere else? And because at this point,
In my dreams.
at this point, I still haven't had one. But I didn't want to be like, oh, I actually like read an article about it saying it was going to be the drink of the summer. So I was
That
just
would
like,
refuse you,
he was
so-
like, have you had it like at another bar or whatever? He's like, what's in it? And I was like, oh, I couldn't really remember the name of that grenadine stuff.
Shirley.
So I was like,
Oh no, it's a makeshift.
I was like, and then he was like, because like it might have been like a custom one that another bar does, and then I was gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be the drink of the summer. Like you're gonna be making it all.
You said
So
that.
no, I didn't. I was too shy. I didn't want to be like, oh, I saw it in an article.
So what did you get?
I got a GNT.
Oh, I just walked up and went, surely you can't be serious.
Oh.
Boys, after a Metro's run, I was walking through the main strip of Freo the other night, the other
Nice.
weekend. This was the weekend prior to the big party mentioned earlier. But, I was walking down to Zambreros. A few of my mates were in Zambreros. So I was like, although they were all ordering
Zambreros. You got a sponsorship with them?
they were all on burritos, blah, blah, blah.
Where from?
We're having yarns. Oh, we're in there for like 5-10 minutes, Me and Big Ed were there. And
Shout out to Big Ed.
they all walked out.
I think that's the 5th shout out of the night. We're 20 minutes in the app.
Shouts out Zambreros. Shouts out Big Ed.
me and Big Ed were sitting in Zambreros for a little while after they left. And we're like, all right, let's probably call it. We'll catch an Uber home. And then we started walking out. And as I was walking out, this man walked in. And he was quite buff. And he had like a bit of like, a few of his top 2 buttons were undone. I was like,
nice.
that guy's like quite strong. Like,
What's the rule with that? How many buttons? If you wear a button shirt, how many buttons is the maximum you'd put down?
I would
Nothing on underneath. Like I often go a undershirt.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Just because
I
these
would.
nipples aren't free.
yeah. If you want to see these nips, you got to get on that premium.
How many would you go?
I would usually do like one undone. I'm not a big.
I just do top undone. I don't usually do that.
Yeah.
I've never been a
Yeah.
button
I feel
down
like
guy.
I'm
if
a
I wear
big-
buttons, it's formal.
If I'm a big fan to go all the way up, personally.
Yeah, that's what I was more likely to go.
I
all the way
iron my
up than an
shirt to the
extra.
point where it looks like I got it all
Yeah,
done up,
same,
or I
same.
actually have all of them done up.
Yeah, I like it tight collar. Anyway.
Yeah, same. There you go.
Anyway, so I was like, as you go when you go to the gym a lot, you like notice people's physiques, and this guy walked in, and I was like, that's a good physique.
That's a man.
That's that's what I aspire to be one day. This guy's put the work in. Good on him. And I look up to his face, and I kind of recognize him a little bit. And then we keep walking. I was a little bit drunk as well, and then I turned back
Not
around,
like you.
and I was like, wait a second, I swear I know that guy. And then I heard his girlfriend call his name, and she was like, hey Ed. And I was like, Ed, for a big brother, Big Brother 2013. I was like, holy shit. That's Ed from Big Brother 2013. So I had to go up to a big man. I was like, Ed, Big Brother, mate, how you going? What's going on? Dapped him up. We were chatting about it for a little bit. And I let him have his Zambreros. And then I was telling you guys.
Nice of you.
I was telling you guys about it.
You can eat if you want.
And a few of his mates from the Big Brother 2013 are on the show right now.
Yeah, so Big Brother 2030. What is it? Big Brother 2022.
Yes.
Yep. Just started, tonight.
Yeah, there's 3 housemates
And
that are
then-
back on the show, Tim, Tully, and Drew. And they had a lot of controversy on the show. And I said to Ed, I was like, mate, why aren't you on the show? He's like, brother, too old for that shit now. Too old for that shit. And I was like, that's a good point. That was 9 years ago. It's 2013. I would have been 10.
10. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, surely this guy's like, how does this kid know me?
Yeah, legit. I doubt he gets it.
Because
that
you were
much.
what, year 5?
Yeah, I would have been year 5. And I was just binging Big Brother. I love that shit. And I realized I was telling you guys about it the next
following
day. And I was like, and then we were talking about it. And then I was just dropping a few trivial facts. And I was like, wait a minute. I think I know everything about Big Brother 2013.
Which leads us to this game. So, Junior Boy, we're going to basically give you a nice little Big Brother 2013 hot quiz.
Hell yes. I'm excited for this. I'm
'Cause
excited to test my knowledge.
We want to test you because we started to ask a few questions at the luncheon table when we were chatting with Riley about what was going on in 2013's Big Brother, and you were answering them like pretty effortlessly.
Yes.
To the point where I thought you were just bullshitting and just sort of pretending that these answers.
Yeah, because
were
I was
correct.
asking him stuff. I don't know the answers. I don't.
It's
know
just
if I ever
random
watched the
questions,
show.
and he was just flat batting them like he knew everything. So we thought we'd ask 10 questions about Big Brother 2013
Yeah.
to see how many
I
this bloke actually knows.
I think I've watched the show 3 times. Once the whole season of it 3 times. I watched it once in obviously 2013.
Yep.
Once probably 2 years later, and then once
2015.
in 2019 when we went to Melbourne to watch the Collingwood Magpies lose in the prelim against.
You were watching it while we were there.
Yeah. I was like toward the end of it. I was watching it on YouTube. It's all on YouTube.
Did I know that?
I don't know.
I might start watching it again. Bloody hell, it was a fucking great season.
There
Best
you
season,
go.
only season I watched.
And is that the
best.
only one you?
Well, it's like notoriously like everyone. I see a bunch of posts about it on TikTok as well. Everyone's like, "This is by far the best season of Big Brother."
I really like the year that Fitzy was on. Do you remember, Ryan Fitzgerald
yeah,
from Nova?
Fitzy, yeah.
I rewatched when I was doing my knee rehab. I went through and watched every episode of that.
What year was that? 2000.
2007, 2008.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's too early for me.
Yeah, it would have definitely been.
But let's test this knowledge, boys.
I'm going to call it a little brother, big brother quiz.
I rate it, Joey. I rate it.
Hell yeah. Love that.
All right, am I going first?
Kick it off.
Riley.
Well, there's a few softies to start
Yeah,
with
yeah.
as well.
Yes, we love the softie.
So I reckon, what are we calling exceptional? What are we calling?
How many
like,
questions are there?
There's 10.
I'd say 8.
8 out of 10. 80%.
Yeah,
like it.
I think that's very
exceptional.
impressive.
Okay, who was the host of Big Brother 2013?
Oh, mate. The lovely Sonia Kruger.
That's a
Of
gift.
course.
You cannot go wrong with Sonia Kruger.
All right, Riley boy, what season of Big Brother was 2013's season?
I was just about to Google this. Well, this season is the one that they're doing now, is season 21. Meaning, how many years did they skip there? So they brought it back in 2020, 2021, and then 2022. So that'd be... Hold up. Let me do the math. This is a math question.
Quick,
You gotta let me do the
quick.
math. So this is 22 is 21.
Carry the one.
22 is 21. 21 is 20.
Do you want me to give the old classmate out?
20 is 19.
I hope he's completely wrong.
14 is 18. Meaning that 13 must have been season 17. No, season 10.
Season 10.
I knew it was season 10.
He didn't carry the one. Carry the one.
I actually knew it was season 10, but like by the math. Well, I don't know why. No, because all the ads that they're doing now are saying that it's like, oh, it's Big Brother's 21st birthday. But I just did the math. I was like 13, 17. That's not right. It's definitely 10.
Why'd you say 17 and then so confident?
Because I was not sure about 17, but I knew that my second guess was going to be
Psych.
7 less than
double
that.
digits.
Psych.
So I get that.
Yeah, that's two.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hang on.
Go. Third question. That was weird.
Okay, what was the prize money, like amount?
$250,000.
Nice.
That is pays $250,000.
Two.
So there's 3.
Shit, this is getting scary now.
Riley, how many contestants were there in season 2013?
Alright, so we got
Dude, this one's hard because it's like
in order of
he knows
appearance.
them.
Yeah, can you? Okay, I'll give you.
Give me order. Ready?
This is fucked. If he gets this, I'm willing just to give it to him. I reckon.
Go.
We got Michaela, Xavier, Tahan.
Hang on, wait. Can we get it? Get the fucking cast up. We don't know if any of these people.
True.
Yeah.
I'm just making up names, man. 10. No, I'm joking.
This would have been a good question. I reckon if you get the cast here, I'm giving you 3 points.
Holy shit, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, we happy to do that.
Ready, Joey? Just search up like an eviction. No, if you go on the Wikipedia, they're all there.
in the order that you're gonna say them in.
I'm not going to say them in order. I'm just going to try.
Okay.
Just tick box them.
housemates.
Ready?
Okay.
Alright.
You're gonna tick them off as we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully they're in the same order. But yeah. Okay. Go on.
Michaela, Xavier,
Yep.
Tahan, Ben.
Yep. Yep.
Stop saying yep. Drew, Jade, Ed, Matt, Caleb, Tully, Tim. How many is that? 12.
You're up to 11.
Okay.
This will be 12.
Heidi, Jasmine, Sharon.
Yeah.
I think that there's Katie and Lucy, Rohan.
Is he getting it?
Yeah. These are all here.
There's Justin,
yeah.
Maddie, Boog.
There's a guy named
Wait.
Boog.
Who's
Shit-
Boog? Yeah, Boog.
Shit
Yeah.
name Boog. That's her nickname.
What's her name?
I don't know a full name. That was a
Yeah.
nickname.
Name is on your.
There is a
Boog.
guy. I don't know his name, but he
Is he Mr.
he asked to leave the show himself. I forgot his name. He's a big guy, short brown hair. He did leave the show.
Oh yeah, Nathan. Walked.
Yeah, Nathan. Yeah.
How many has he got left? Has he got any left?
So how many did I guess? I've lost count.
I think he said them all.
Was someone keeping count?
You said all of these names. Okay, so Tim, Jade.
No, don't you tell him.
Wait. Let me see. Here we go. I'll tell you if I missed one. I said Tim, Jade, Tahan. I said Drew, said Boog, said Ed, said Maddie, said Michaela, said Ben, said Nate. Yeah, said Nathan, said Katie and Lucy, said Justin, said Tully, said Matt, said Heidi, said Caleb, said Jasmine, said Xavier, said Rohan, said Sharon. Let's go. I said them all, baby.
Is it Sharon?
Yeah, he definitely said Sharon. Yeah.
I said Sharon, yeah. I remember going.
So how many is that?
Oh, well,
No, we're
surely
giving
I'm
him
20,
20.
it's 20.
That's impressive. He named every member of the team.
And there's
Yeah,
20.
that's
Usually
insane.
there's, recently there has been that many, but usually they used to start with 12 and usually keep it at that. They were all, a lot of them were latecomers.
All right, so you're on
Right.
5 after. You're on more than 5. You're on 7 after 4 questions. Congrats.
Here we go.
we're skipping the next. Who won? That's just a.
Tim Dormer,
Yeah, we'll give you that.
Yeah, who were the two runner-ups?
Tahan, and Jade.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Who was the first one out? This is now we're just going
First
off.
one out was Sharon,
Yeah, everyone knows.
and then it was Jasmine. And then
Is
it was
this legit?
Yeah.
All right, we're throwing the questions out. He knows. We're just asking him as many questions as we can until he gets one wrong.
Yeah,
How
go.
many are you up to now?
fuck knows, man.
How many days were they in the Big Brother house?
100, and 100. Well, Tim was in it for 100 days.
102. Well, that's pretty good.
We'll get that's all right.
What was the Friday night live game segment called, and what was the prize if they won?
I don't know the name of the game, but every week there was like an eviction power.
Yeah.
And they also got a free meal, and they got a medal.
Yeah. Well, that's more than what it's
I don't
called.
know the name.
It was
of
called
it.
Showdown.
Showdown. I knew that. Damn.
Who entered the house late?
Brother, that's legit. Boog.
there's
legit. Half
Some
of them.
people entered on day 8, which is the week after everyone else.
So Drew, Jade, Katie and Lucy, Rohan, Boog, Madeline, Justin, and fucking Nathan all entered late.
And who,
That's so many people.
Yeah, I know.
That's why
And
you
some
were
of them
saying that they were
entered.
more.
Some of them got to the final. Got to like the final week. But they're only in the house for like 17 days compared to the guys that were in it for 100. So it's a bit very, very unfair. You survive 3 weeks instead of...
This is so impressive.
months.
I don't even know what else to ask you.
Have you gone through all the questions?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
Safe
you've
to
done it.
say.
Yeah, I think you've got that. That's
I'm
you
pretty
got,
familiar
you
with
got
the
about
show. That was
9 out of
crazy,
15.
yeah.
That was impressive.
Do you know who nominated who?
Every week.
All right, boys. Not really sure how to bring this one up. It's a bit of a twister.
It is.
This one come across my desk earlier this week regarding a bit of MacPack admin.
Yes.
Regarding one of the catchphrases / lines we run with. We've obviously got the let's get into it,
We've got a bunch.
which we've sort of turned into our own. But I think the one that's probably most synonymous
to
with
us.
us is something that you say towards the end of the episodes, Junior Boy.
It came from a joke that started in one of the first episodes of the show. We just talking about mum, and I said to you boys, I said, go give your mum a hug. And we decided, let's run with that. That's going to be our thing.
Yep.
And I've said it at the end of every single episode we've ever done. And all of our guests have said it. AFL Demons player Luke Jackson said it. Cade Gitzroni said it.
Body Marge.
My mum has said it. Body Magic
Body
has
Madge
said it. We're going to have a big man next week saying it as well.
Hopefully.
But I don't know, Jake. You tell me what happened.
Well, we normally finish up the show with a little bit of stay safe, stay blessed, and
And
always
go.
remember to.
Go give your mum a hug.
But it appears
course.
that may be pinched by Triple M and Fox Footy's
Yes.
Mark Howard.
This is as recent as round 4 this year, but as you're about to see, he's trying to get some traction on a certain line. So round 4, Triple M, Mark Howard.
And that's a 10-point win to the Cats. 80-70 over the lines. McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Stay safe. Give your mum a hug. Triple M Rocks Football.
Bit of a sneaky
Just note
one.
the reference there to Mum Jeannie, lovely Jeannie. And now round
hey,
5, the
bringing my
following
mum
week,
into it.
Easter
rings a
round
bell, that.
theme. There was another reference to the same sign-off, Chief.
Have a happy Easter. Stay safe. Give your mum a hug. Eat some eggs. McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. The
That's
dogs
two.
get it
This
done
is a
in the
friend.
end by 68 points.
Now he's on a roll now. So
becoming a
round
friend.
6, Triple M. Here we go again.
Well done to the Saints. 17-point winners. They've won 5 on the trot and are entrenched in the top 4. Look after yourself. Give your mum a hug.
I've heard this
Now,
somewhere
Brownie,
before.
we'll get to
Where?
that. Brownie,
I wonder
he's
where.
so successfully working this into his play on Triple M. It's now gone big time. It's gone to his Saturday night comedy show
Best on ground.
your station, Best on Ground. Round 5, Best on Ground.
This has been Best on Ground. We'll see you next Saturday night. Straight off the footy. Have a safe Easter. Go easy on the eggs. Give your mum a hug.
He's done it again.
Now, we're getting to the nub of this right now. Round 6, Best on Ground.
Thanks to the audience for coming in. Well done to the crew, everyone here. Best on Ground. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'll be back next Saturday night, straight after the footy. Give your mum a hug. Stay safe.
Again, well,
That's
not many
6
people have heard
examples
that.
in the space of 3 or 4 weeks.
Which is more than we have said it.
Yes, he's taking
He's
it.
going
He's
hard.
Run with it. He's run with it hard.
He's going hard on the stay safe. He leaves out the stay blessed.
Yeah.
Because you can't be too on the nose. And he doesn't say, Go give your mum a hug. He just says, give your mum a hug.
That's got to be coaching from the lawyers or something.
Yeah, must be.
He's definitely spoken to someone. Now, we've approached Mark. We're trying to do this a sensible way.
Yeah, of course.
We've flicked him a DM and let him know that, mate, we're aware. We're watching you. We're seeing what you're doing.
And something that we might be wondering is that obviously we've had someone who trains a lot of AFL players on the show before. We've had an AFL player, a premiership player, a rising star of the game on the show before. So there's definitely a possible chance that Mark has listened to our show.
Well, it seems... Have you ever heard anyone else say it? Ever?
No, it's like not it's not really a
It's very niche.
thing.
It's not a thing. That's
and
the
it
thing.
wasn't something
we come
that-
up with it on the episode and
was
then
on the fly.
we went run with that. That can be our catchphrase when we leave.
That's it, yeah.
That happened 83 weeks ago.
I wonder how he thought of it.
Yeah, it would be good to get a
Interesting.
little...
Yeah.
That would be a great idea, is to get a little bit of an insight.
Maybe Mark's just doing some free advertising for the Macpac though.
Well, if so, we would like to throw him back the favour. So what we're going to do
Yes.
this week, because we're all about love here
Yes,
at the MacPag
of course.
podcast, we can't be mother huggers.
We all want the same
And
thing. We all want everyone to just hug their mum.
Exactly.
And we're on the same page, Marky.
100%. But we want to let Mark know via the community, the MacPag community, that we are aware that he wants to join the mother hugger community.
Yes, you might get a sweater if you want.
He may. He might get a mother hugger himself.
Yeah.
Now, there's obviously a way in which you could do it. You could ask us, go, hey, can I be part of the mother hugger community?
And we'd say, come
I
on
mean,
in.
Of course, Mark.
Everyone
of
can.
course. Or you can sort of just weasel your way and do it on Fox Footy
Triple M on a national platform.
and just forget about the little guy.
Yeah.
We're not so big on that idea. So what we'd like all of our listeners to do, if you're listening to this right now,
You've got to join with us. You've got to be a part of the pack for this.
exactly. We're going to be sharing, I reckon we do it over a few days, but on Friday particularly, we'll share an Instagram post of Mark Howard's. We would love for you, the fans, the listeners, to comment in the comment section of this one photo on Instagram, hashtag motherhuggers, and at the MacPack podcast to make sure that we get the love that we deserve so that we can give him a formal invitation
To be a part of
to
it.
be a part of the mother hugger community.
So pretty please, if you're listening to this on Friday or throughout the week,
Make
check out
sure
that
that you
post.
head to the post. The post is the one where he's sitting on the panel
yep.
with Jonathan Brown, all the footy
Footy
boys
legends.
on his new Saturday show where he's made mention to
The quote
The
many
quote.
a time.
quite a few times. There's a brand new show on Fox Footy.
So yes, if you're listening to this and you want to stand with us, let's get our quote back.
Exactly. So all you have to do is comment hashtag motherhugger
That's it.
and at the MacPack podcast on this photo. If you're listening to it on Friday, if you're listening to it on Sunday, if you're listening to it in 10 years' time, we don't care. Go find that damn photo
And
or message us if you want the photo. We'll have it saved.
oh mate,
And we want to build our community. We want to build our mother hugger community.
yes, of course.
That's where it starts.
The more the merrier.
And that's where it ends. If we can get Mark on the phone, that'd be fantastic. We could introduce him, welcome him, and invite him to the mother hugger community.
Yes, we'll both say it
Live.
together on the show, maybe.
Oh, here we go. A bit of a romance, mother hugging romance.
That's it. So a few weeks ago, boys, I told you that my teacher was going to be hooking up.
Whoa,
Hell yeah. She's actually hooking us up. We're gonna have a FaceTime call Zoom meeting with the guy who directed Grease, the original Grease movie.
Ask him about the scene. Have you seen
The end of it.
The end, yeah. Ask him
Yeah.
about it.
Why?
What were
Why'd
you
ruin
thinking?
it? Yeah.
So what happens in the end of Grease is John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, they get into a car and they fly off.
Yeah, this thing on.
they fly off into the
They
sun,
fly
yeah.
off.
So weird.
Yeah, anyway,
Oh,
he's-
what?
It's
Yeah,
like a
it's
normal
like-
high school kid movie, like a rom-com.
Like E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
There's
go
literally-
ET mode.
So Joe asked me, ask him about the ending, this weird ending that makes no sense in the show. And we're sitting in the class,
So the
right?
bloke came this week.
Yes, his name is Randall Kleiser.
Yep.
Eliza.
He's won many awards for his films. He was the director of Grease, obviously, Blue Lagoon, and he's one of his also biggest ones, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes, he did like that whole series. So, and
The
he's won-
Shrunk
the
series.
Shrunk series. Yeah, have you seen it?
How many is
never.
there? I
There's
don't-
like 4.
There's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I swear to God, the second one is called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids again.
yeah, legit.
And then there's like Honey, the Kids Shrunk Me. Again, I've not seen any.
When
of
did
them.
this come out? Recently?
Like the 80s.
these are-
They're like really
Oh.
like
The
camp,
classic,
like,
yeah.
like classic 80s comedies.
Yeah, right. And so, the big man was on the Zoom call, and everyone was sitting there. There was like 40 of us. Everyone was all nervous because it's like big Hollywood man, big Emmy award-winning man. It's actually a funny little placement he did. So the camera was obviously set up on his PC,
Well, nervous.
and
Nervous.
his pants probably off. But yeah, so it's just sitting at the desk, right? And it was like an L-shaped desk, and in the corner of the back was obviously a book that he wrote about like the directing Grease, and also in the very like cut off a little bit his Emmy.
Oh, really?
Great placement. And like halfway through the interview we were doing with him,
Are they always there, sir?
my teacher was like, she just like said quietly, she was like, look at the Emmy.
Do you know what he won that for? Or?
Nah, some indie.
Honey,
film
I
that he did.
Shrunk the Kids.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so we talking to him, and stress levels were high for me, especially because I told my mate, I was like, obviously, we've all seen Grease. I was like, like the last scene, it's weird, eh?
It is weird. There's like fan theories about how it's a metaphor for they like died.
Yeah,
and
or
them
it's
going
like
to
a
heaven.
dream for Sandy because she like lost her love with this like magnificent man she met on summer break, and like everyone was asking really, really academic questions, like really like, what errors do young filmmakers make that we can try and avoid, and like when you're shooting this film, like what's it like working with like someone like John Travolta and like these big wigs that, like is it scary like coming into the industry, like a lot of stuff like that, and like how do you write, like what's the best way to write a film, how do you like think of ideas when you can't think of anything. And so the teacher actually had written out all these like academic questions, wrote them in a nice way so she can say it to them so it seems professional. And I'm sitting there like,
Fuck that.
yeah, I'm sitting there like, I want to ask about the end scene, I'm like, come on, surely, like. And then, she gets to the end and she runs out of questions, and he talks a little bit about something. And then she says, look, anyone got any questions? Like, we've got 5 more minutes with him. Anyone got any questions? Some guy put his hand up, asked another like quite academic question on the fly. And I was like, all right, pressure's on here. I was like nervous. My mate was like, come on, like, just do it, And I was like, you know what, you only live once, probably only going to talk to this guy once.
A couple more times.
Yeah, and when I see him in Hollywood, I'll talk to him about it again. But I was like, oath. She said, anyone got any questions? I was like, bloody oath, miss. I've got a question. So I walked up to the monitor and I said, look, mate.
Riley.
Is that how you said it?
I said, look, it's a bit of a trivial one. So like the last scene of Grease, right? And I think he started
He
to
disconnected from the call.
he started to know what was going to happen. I was like, when Danny and Sandy, they get in the car at the end and, they start to drive off, and then the car starts to pick up and fly away. What? Why? I was actually like, well, why'd you do that? Like, that's a bit weird. Like, it was a bit jarring. And he was like, well, look, so, in an American accent. He was like, yeah, well, and then went on to talk about how apparently at the start of the film, it starts off as like a cartoon.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you remember, like the cold open is like in cartoon. I don't know why. They probably just didn't shoot it on the day, so they just had to resort to doing it as a animation. And then he just said, yeah, so like we started it in a weird way, and we like already started editing, so it was like we had to end it in this kind of weird way as well. So it seemed like it's a bit of a full circle effect. But he was like, yeah, it was just something that we had to do. Like, he wasn't like too like happy about it, but he was just like, yeah, I mean, it's just how it ended up. And I was like, sir, thank you very much. And then like I walked back to my chair, and everyone was getting some eyes from the classroom. Like, I could have been asking about my directing career, but now you're going to be wasting my time. Then another guy actually came up to me at the end and was like, yeah, mate, I was actually really scared. I wanted to ask the same question, but I was too nervous to do it, so thank you very much. But yeah, it was good times talking to Mr. Kleiser.
So that's the mystery's been resolved.
The mystery's
Has
been
anyone
resolved.
ever asked him? Or is this a MacPack exclusive?
I don't know. I assume people have asked him before. But that's the thing. Everyone Googles it.
I've always seen the theory be discussed.
He's never done a public, like, this is what it is. So
And this is it.
Well, that's the thing.
This
That's
is
why
the
I
scoop.
asked. I was like, like, this is like the one I've talked to like this massive guy. I've seen the movie like 5 times. I've seen the stage play a few times. Let me ask him. And I asked him, and I got the answer. It's pretty cool.
Very brave of you to ask. I think I would have been too shy. I wouldn't want him to be like, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah, but I was like, this guy probably thinks I'm an idiot. Let's be honest. Yeah, good times. Good times with Mr. Kleiser.
All right, boys, that brings us to our favourite weekly segment. It is time for our Everyday Hero. Joe, I just always say Junior Boy, take it away. Joe, for the third time in 85 episodes, Joey, take it away.
What is up, my guys? It's Joey here doing the Everyday Hero, taking the reins. You know how it is. They've decided to bring the big guns for this. Usually I'm reserved, I'm the backup for the Everyday Hero. Today I'm coming in strong. So as we all know, I've resigned from my job.
Yeah,
and
Joey.
what comes with that, it's a lot of goodbyes, a lot of farewells, a lot of letting people know you're moving on.
Nice.
This is it.
There was one that I was sort of not dreading, but I was like, these guys are. I think they're going to be a bit not upset, but
He's expecting tears.
It was like a big thing that I was going to be leaving this role.
For you or for them?
I don't think they give a fuck.
So for me as well, because I was quite sad to leave the role. But essentially, I helped within my company.
But essentially, 6 numbers is more than 5 numbers. I'll see you all later.
So within my company, we work with a lot of clients. So know a lot of other businesses and stuff. But also, one of the people we work with is a like a non-for-profit.
He can't even say it, right? He's never
Non-for-profit.
said it. This bloke.
Wait, what's not for profit? I've never heard of this. Tell me more about this not profiting.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good in the mouth.
This bloke.
Gives him the ick.
This bloke.
So I work with these. It's a team of.
Say the name again.
They're a non-for-profit.
Good.
That was better.
So it's a team of 4 ladies that run it, and essentially what we do with them is we do mentoring for kids.
Okay.
So they're like high school students. Ages sort of vary, but around like year 9, 10.
All right.
Essentially, what we do is we provide mentoring to these students, and give them like a bit of a look on like what the business world looks like, and
What a Mercedes looks like.
yeah, stuff like that. And also
count.
help them with like like goal setting, planning for the future. We do like practice.
How to count to 100,000. No less. No less.
That's right.
And we do like like practice job interviews and stuff. It's actually like it's a really good thing to do, and it's really like nice working with the kids and seeing them sort of like mature a bit along the journey. But so these 3 ladies, I had to call them up. I've been sort of delaying it. I was like, should I send an email? Should I give them a call? I gave them a call, and they're probably in my time of like being in like the corporate world, it's like 2.5 years. They've got to be like the 3 nicest people I've ever met. Like they're so like upbeat and energetic. Even we did like mentoring sessions on Zoom, which like it was like a little bit awkward because it was on Zoom and stuff, and you've never like met the kids before.
Joe's rolling around his cash on his bed. That would make things a bit awkward.
But just like the energy and optimism they bring is like great, because it makes everyone doing the program feel involved. It makes the kids like excited about doing it. And it's just great to
Picking
see.
up your washing. Come on, get excited about it. Go on to pick up Joe's big jacket today.
That's not what
How
we do.
exciting.
That's not what we
He
do.
might have left some coins in there. No, he doesn't carry coins.
$100 notes.
That's not what we do. But yeah, like they're just so lovely, and a lot of times like dealing with these like big clients, sometimes there's a lot of pressure. But these ladies are so nice. One time I fucked up. I didn't order the room, didn't book the room for us. We had to move it a couple of weeks. They were so chill about it.
Queens.
Nice.
So yeah, I just want to say Everyday Hero this week is going to be the 3 ladies who work at this non-for-profit, for always bringing good energy and really committing their whole life to helping students.
Instead of making money.
Yeah, instead of making money, they're out there like literally making a difference in the world, helping people who may be less fortunate than us.
Yeah.
I was just pausing.
Smile.
I was
Oh,
pausing because I was like, "There's gonna be some smart ass comment in here."
He started laughing when he said less fortunate, and then looked at us and went, us. Right.
But yeah, anyway, if you ever get the opportunity to do mentoring and stuff like that with young kids, it's a great opportunity, and I'd say you got to bring this optimism, and then maybe one day you will also be
Able to pick up Joe's washing.
backpack Everyday Hero.
Hell yeah. That was good, Joe.
Love it, Joe. That was actually really good, mate. Fantastic.
Actually,
Go.
This should be a very good thing, Joey. Joey bringing every day.
Joey contributing to the segments instead of counting his money in the corner. Yeah, that's fantastic, Joe. So you've told them that you're quitting?
Yep, I told them, and they were like, "No."
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who?
no.
Are you again? Nice to meet you. Oh.
But I'm sure they'll carry on the torch without me, and they'll be inspiring the next generation of mentors.
I would imagine so. So this week's Everyday, have we got a name? We normally bring a name to the table that we can
Oh
give
yeah,
these.
you
we
normally
go.
come up with a name.
I
on the
do.
fly, I thought.
Three Musketeers.
The trio.
Yeah, the three Mentoniers.
Oh, that's not
Oh.
bad. All right, so episodes 85's Everyday Hero goes to Joe's. 3 Mentoriers. All right, boys, that brings us to the end of the episode of the MacPack Podcast, episode 85 of the MacPack Podcast. And next week is huge.
Next week is massive.
Next week is massive. We obviously had some big guests over the journey. We had Luca Jax, we've had Buddy Madge, we've had our mother.
Yep, we've had many friends and family of the show.
But next week we go international. We're heading off to America
The United States, California, Los Angeles,
Via
USA.
via a Zoom call, where we'll be fortunate enough to be joined by the US TV show The Middle,
Yes,
one of our favourite members of the cast of
my
that,
favorite.
Atticus Schaefer, who plays Brick Heck.
Rick Heck,
will be,
Iconic character.
King.
will be joining us on the MacPack Podcast next week. How did it come about, Jim Boy?
This spurred about me and Jake one day. Jake was rewatching the series only a few weeks ago, and we were sitting on these couches right next to where we record the potty. And we were sitting there, we were watching the show, and we thought to ourselves, I wonder what these people are doing now, because the show only recently ended in the last few years. So we decided, let's check. Let's check
Ping him
what
a
we're
message.
doing.
We always thought it would be interesting. Brick in particular, the show's obviously had quite a everlasting effect on us. I think I started watching it when I was about 13. When everyone else was watching Modern Family, and Modern Family was killing it,
Yeah, we
we
were
were watching The Middle.
Yeah.
I remember the Modern Family ads used to come up on the
Yeah.
bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
From the
From the pirated episodes.
we
Oh,
bought
yeah.
the DVD now.
Yeah,
though,
we've
as
got
you
them
can
all
see.
in the
By any
flesh.
means. But yes, so it's always... There's going to be some stories that come up next week that no one's ever heard of before, because our
Yes.
lives have
We've-
taken very
And we have some
tight paths with
Yes.
the storyline of the show.
Yeah, we have some stories about, stuff that I did as a quirky young boy embodying
Yep.
some of the characters from The Middle, which we would never be able to talk about because no one would get it. But now that the episode is centered around The Middle and none other than Atticus Schaefer, Brickheck
I wa-
himself, we can.
I wonder if he'll be surprised
How
about
much we
like
know?
how into
The show we are.
yeah, and even like Brick specifically and all this like stuff that Riley did when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, it was a character for him, but he was pretty true to life for Riley. Riley lived the stuff that his character did,
yeah.
which is, it'll be interesting.
It'll be very, very
So-
fun. I'm very, very excited.
If you
very
have
blessed.
if you have seen the show and you're a fan of the show, make sure that you ping us a message and we'll see if we can ask a question courtesy of our fans.
Yes, we
if
put,
you-
up, we put up a poll and everyone's saying, yes, I've seen The Middle, I've seen The Middle, I've seen
Yeah,
The
a lot of
Middle.
people fans of the show,
Of course.
which is fantastic. At the end of the day, we just wanted to chat to him because
It'd be dope.
yeah, just really want to chat to him.
Hell
It was sick.
yeah.
If you haven't seen the show, head to. I think it's on channel 10 at the minute. I think you can go and watch it on 10 Play.
Watch a few eps.
Yeah, just watch a few X. You'll get an idea as to who Brick is pretty early on, I would imagine. Doesn't take much.
First scene or something.
But yeah, we're super excited for that.
Oh, yes.
Obviously, we've got the mugs that are still available. The Mother Hugger sweatshirts.
Yes, and
they're
remember,
still available as well. And if you can please, we'll share the image of Mark Howard that we'd like you to comment a Mother Hugger and then tag us on. Please don't go crazy. Like, we've got a few avid fans who I reckon will get a bit aggressive. That's not the plan of this. We don't want...
It's all in good fun.
Yeah, we're all here to hug. Like that, we're literally having a war about hugging. That's what it is. So
Yes.
let's not get aggressive.
we're all on the
Let's-
same side. We love
Exactly.
Mark.
We just want we want to formally give Mark an invite to be part of the Mother Hugger community.
That's it.
So yes, nothing vile.
Come on,
We
guys.
won't appreciate anything vile. We don't stand for that. But on that note, we'll leave as in the wise words of Mark Howard himself. Stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to.
Go give your mama a hug.
It's Chuff now, but not forever.